Boom, check. Boom, check. Audio is aligned, check. Don't forget to ask questions, get your answers. Hi guys, my name is Cheeto Slayer. Welcome back to another episode of Cheeto Slayer's Brain Food, and we are in day 7 of the Motivational Alphabet Challenge Week A. This is the last one for Week A, and I'm super excited, but I feel like there's something that we missed throughout the week, so that's what I really want to touch on today. We've talked about the adventures, we've talked about the answers that we're going for, we've talked about all kinds of other stuff to kind of form the idea of where we're going and funnel all of our momentum in the right direction. And we've got our algorithm for the steps that we want to take through our day. We talked about our advantages to see what we can utilize around us. And I really like the way that this week went. But there's a huge thing that I feel like we missed. While we're going on this journey and while we're seeing where we want to go, you hear a lot of people talk about it, and I feel like it's really true, and it's something that I wouldn't have really thought about if it wasn't for this, but you've got the people that you bring with you as well. It doesn't matter what journey you go on or what adventure you're trying to embark on. It's very important to remember that you can't go it alone. And you can be stubborn, you can go, that's me all the way, absolutely. But people can be a great catalyst for our progression through this life and through our adventures, and to see through it that we make it out alive. But there's two kinds of people that I really want to touch on today, and that's allies and accomplices. And at first, they seem very similar. You have allies and you have accomplices. They're both people that do something with you. They're both people that want to see something accomplished. They're both people that work as a catalyst for a process. But mind frame, and you guys know how much I like mind frame, is the difference between these two types of people. So, well, what are they? First off, you have an ally. What an ally does in a verb tense is something that combines or unites for mutual benefit. So in a noun, obviously that would be a person that is willing to combine with you, to unite with you, to ally with you, to put your resources together, to pool together your strengths, and to embark on your adventure or your journey and accomplish what your goals are, what you're trying to get at. An accomplice, on the other hand, is a person who knowingly, voluntarily, or intentionally gives assistance or fails to prevent the commission of a crime. Now, that's a mouthful, but let's break it down. It's a person who knowingly, voluntarily, or intentionally gives assistance for the commission of a crime. So they know, or they volunteer, or they intend for whatever that crime is to happen. They are consciously aware of what's going on, yet they do it anyways. Whether they know if it's in your best interest, in their best interest, it could just be for entertainment. You will see it all the time with drama, and that's why I don't support a lot of the stuff that goes on around in this fun world, because people will literally ruin someone's life just for entertainment, just for the heck of it. Like, they'll sit there and they'll be an accomplice to someone else picking at someone until they are just crumbling, just because they felt like it, they were bored, they didn't feel like it. Like, they will literally destroy someone's life out of boredom, and that's not it, coach. But even if they're not the ones that are doing it, it's also someone that fails to prevent that from happening, to prevent the person from being attacked or the crime from being committed or anything like that. The bystander can be an accomplice too, because they're not doing anything to help. There's a lot of that goes around, and it ain't cool. So you have your allies, you have your accomplices, and you start to see some separation. But where I really started to notice the difference between these two words was whenever I did a little bit more digging into ally. Ally comes from the Latin root word, and for the Latin speakers, please don't attack me if I butcher this, I'll try not to. It comes from the Latin root word alligare, which means to bind. And you don't see that in an accomplice. An accomplice is someone that definitely severs the ties and tries to keep some form of distance so that if anything happens, they don't go down with the ship. An ally, on the other hand, is someone that is willing to give all of their resources, but they are willing to go down with the ship most of the time because they are bound. If you have a real ally or a real comrade, you are willing to do whatever it takes to see it through, that they make it out all right. These allies are the people that you need to surround yourself with and build up, and just you gotta cultivate your relationships with these people, because they're gonna be the ones that if something happens, they're there. They're your allies. They weren't just an accomplice on some off-the-wall mission to destroy someone's life or something. It's just not always that deep, but the people that we consider our friends might have just been an accomplice on a minor mischievous adventure that we might have learned from, but they're not there for us. That's something very important to keep in mind. But our allies, those are the people that'll fight with you through to the end. So that's our takeaway, is to make sure that we're cultivating the right relationships and keeping the right people in our algorithm and making sure that they can be a positive influence on our life. And I feel like that wraps up week A pretty well. I feel like it gave it the balance that it needed, because we had the adventure, we have the advantages, we have the answers that we're going for, we have all of these other things, but now we have the people that we're bringing along with us. On that note, I am going to leave you guys with that brain food tidbit, and I will see you back again tomorrow for the start of week B with balance. As I saw on a t-shirt the other day, go do some epic shit. And I hope you have an awesome, amazing, fantastic rest of your day. Take care.